guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be my July favorites, and I'm sorry this video is going up a little bit later than I intended for it to. I'm going to do kind of like a little bit of a life update at the beginning of this video to kind of let you guys know what has been going on. But for beauty favorites, I don't have a ton to talk about this month. I know I said that at the beginning of last month's favorites video too, but I really mean it this time. I only have like 6 things I want to talk about. And yeah, I really just wanted this to be kind of like a laid back, chill, chatty kind of video and kind of update you guys on what has been going on. So the very first thing, and the reason why this video is a little bit late, is because I actually started working again this past week, and let me tell you guys, I have literally been so exhausted this whole week, so I haven't really been filming. For those of you who don't know, I recently worked at Sephora. I left there quite a few months ago and took a very nice, much needed long break from working, and I'm so grateful that I'm like in a position where I was able to do that because I really needed it. And I just got back to work. I decided to finally stop working in cosmetics, which has turned out to be a really great decision for me. For the time that I've been taking this break, I've honestly been extremely stressed out about what I was going to do and everything. And a few weeks ago, my friend actually let me know that our old boss was hiring, so it was really easy. I didn't have to interview or like give a resume or anything like that. He just kind of hired me on the spot, and it is a job that I've worked before, so I kind of already know what I'm doing, and it's very laid back, and it's really just what I've been needing, and it's really cut down on the stress in my life. And also, now that I'm working again, my no buy or my like low buy is over now, so I hope you guys enjoy hauls because you can definitely expect some hauls in the near future. I haven't really been buying makeup for the past few months, and I've like run out of a lot of things that I need to repurchase, and of course there's just like a million new things I want to try. So yeah, you guys can definitely be expecting some hauls this month. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of quickly let you guys know that that's why I haven't really uploaded many videos this week. I'm really going to try and figure out how to balance working full-time and also filming as well, because I can really only film on my days off, so I'm probably going to be like pre-recording a bunch of videos and stuff like that. So just kind of bear with me while I'm like figuring everything out and kind of getting back into the swing of things. But I mean, I love making videos and it's a really big priority for me, so I'm definitely going to be figuring out how to balance the two. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started with the beauty favorites. The first thing I have to talk about this month is a cleanser that I have been loving, and the cleanser is the Biore Free Your Pores Deep Pore Charcoal Cleanser. I was sent this through a company called Influencers Required. It's kind of similar to Influenster. I believe it is only for YouTubers though. I know some of you guys watching me though probably have channels as well, so it's really cool though. You can sign up, and then when there are products available that kind of suit your channel, they'll let you know, and there's no like obligation to talk about them or anything. So it's a really cool site. But anyways, they did send me this cleanser last month, and to be honest, I wasn't expecting to love it so much, but I've really like fallen completely in love with it. Like I said, it's from Biore, which is a drugstore line, so it is quite affordable. I don't know the exact price of it, but I'm sure it's like under like $15 or $10. And I've just really been enjoying this. It gets my skin feeling really clean without leaving it like tight and uncomfortable and stripped. I hate that feeling so much, and I hate when cleansers do that. It really removes any excess oil, and the thing I love most about this is that it has a really cooling kind of sensation. It leaves your skin feeling nice and refreshed and tingly, which first of all, I mean, it's been summer, so it's been like insanely hot, so I really appreciate how refreshing it is. And I also really enjoy this for in the morning time because the cooling kind of effect, it just really helps to kind of wake you up. It's kind of like the nicer alternative to like splashing your face with cold water to like wake yourself up. And it has been a big part in what has been helping to keep my skin very clear this month, which of course I really appreciate. So I haven't really noticed a difference in terms of like pore size or anything like that, but I'm really happy with the results. So yeah, I would highly recommend checking this out if you are looking for a fantastic cleanser and you don't want to spend a ton of money on it either. Alright, so now moving on to the makeup favorites. A lot of these kind of tie into the fact that I got a little bit of a tan on my vacation, which by the way, my tan is fading like insanely fast. But anyways, my top favorite for the month has definitely been this YSL Touche Eclat Radiant Touch. This is just like the original highlighting and brightening pen. If you've been into makeup for a while, you've probably heard all about this. It's kind of like a cult favorite in the beauty world. So I had been wanting to try this for a really long time, and people constantly told me like, oh, you probably won't like it. It really doesn't sit well on oily skin. I wouldn't recommend it for you. And on top of that, it is very pricey because it's YSL. So I held off on trying this for a really long time. And then on my last Sephora order, it came with like a little like sample card of a few different shades to try out. And I tried it, and let me tell you, I instantly fell in love with this product. So like I said, it is just like a brightening and concealing pen. A lot of brands, especially high-end brands, have a product like this kind of modeled after the YSL Touche Eclat because it is so popular. And I love this for around the eye area because it is extremely lightweight, but it still provides a really good amount of coverage. It's kind of like a breath of fresh air after using like thicker, more like cream consistency concealers like my NARS and my Urban Decay, because it's so thin and it doesn't feel heavy on your skin at all, which I really love. It still provides a really good amount of coverage. If you have like really severe dark circles or anything, you probably won't like this. I don't have dark circles, but I just have like some slight discoloration around my eyes and just like prominent veins and things like that, and this does the trick perfectly for me. Also, all the makeup favorites I'm talking about today I do have on, including this. It's really nice. I bought it in the shade 2.5 because I wanted something that I could kind of use while I still am a little bit tan, but then also as my tan fades. I probably could have gone like a little bit lighter, but yeah, this totally works. It just gives a nice brightening effect without being like super highlighted under eyes, which I'm kind of over at the moment, to be honest, like the really bright like triangle under the eyes. So I like that this is a little bit more natural. Just adds a really nice kind of like subtle radiance to the skin. I think it's beautiful. Only downside is it is pricey and you don't get a lot of product in here, so I'm kind of trying to use it sparingly, but at the same time I just want to like paint this all over my face because it looks amazing. So my next favorite I actually did mention in last month's favorites, but I have worn it consistently throughout the entire month, so I figured it was worth throwing in here again, and it is the Hourglass blush in Mood Exposure. And this is what it looks like here. Just a really neutral kind of subtle mauve blush with kind of like a pink highlight throughout it. Yeah, I've worn it all month, pretty much the only blush I've worn, so I figured I would throw it in again. Once again, it's what I have on today. Just really neutral and pretty. It just looks very like chic and put together when I have it on, I feel. So if you were wondering what else I have on my cheeks, my next product I have to talk about is a highlight, and it is something that I'm sure you've all heard about. It is Becca Opal, and I mentioned a while ago that I really prefer Becca Moonstone for my complexion typically, because this one, when I have my like natural like really fair skin tone going on, it just doesn't show up that well. But since I am a little bit more tan this month, I really wanted to kind of embrace it and try this out. And let me tell you guys, I really see the hype around it. It looks so beautiful if you have a tan or just more like medium complexion skin. This is a pretty intense in your face highlight, so I really like to reserve it for just like my cheekbones and a little bit on my cupid's bow. If I apply it like on my forehead and the bridge of my nose, it can be a little bit too much. Like it looks really good when I first apply it, but then as my skin gets really oily throughout the day, it just goes from glowy to greasy basically, and it just looks a little bit too intense. But when I just apply it to the tops of my cheekbones and a little bit here, like up around my temple and my brow, looks so beautiful when the light hits it. It is just so dewy and radiant. I totally see the hype. If you are fair, I still recommend Moonstone over this because it'll give you a similar effect, but it'll show up better on your skin tone. And I just swatched it there quickly so you guys could see. It's just like a kind of like deeper rose gold champagne kind of color. Really, really pretty. These are quite powdery, like you get a lot of like powder flying off when you put your brush in it, but they don't look powdery at all on the skin. My second last favorite is one of the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. It is a nude shade and it's what I have on today once again. It is in the shade Zurich and it is just a really pretty nude. I'm not sure if I'm going to like this when my tan fades, but I've really been loving it this month. It's been my go-to everyday color. Really good for work or school or whatever you're doing because it's very neutral. This is just kind of like a really neutral pink. It has kind of like a slight brown tone to it and a little bit of like peachiness kind of, if that makes sense. I've just been loving the color. These smell amazing too. They seriously smell like cake frosting. And with most of the soft matte lip creams, I find that they don't fully dry down. This one does, but it never feels like uncomfortably dry, but still gives that very nice coveted matte liquid lipstick kind of look. And my final beauty favorite is something I have mentioned on my channel before. It is the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is a tinted brow gel that has fibers in it. It has a teeny tiny little wand, so really good for really getting those precise little hairs. I did use powder today, obviously, and then I just set it with this. I wish my brows were like full enough to just like do Gimme Brow on its own and have my brows look like this, but this is what I wore on my vacation and I just really love it. It really helps to just kind of add a little bit more like definition to your brows and kind of like pull your face together even if you're not wearing a lot of makeup, especially if you are someone like me who has like thin, light, natural brows, or if you have really full brows too. It's a really good thing just to kind of shape them and kind of fill in any more like sparse areas. That's a really great product if you just want like a really simplistic brow routine and want something very easy. So yeah, that was all of my beauty favorites. Really quickly, I just want to mention one random favorite, and it is the movie Trainwreck with Amy Schumer. I saw it a couple weeks ago, like right when it first came out, and it is seriously hilarious. If you've ever seen like anything from Amy Schumer, you already probably know to expect that it's like a very like raunchy sexual kind of humor, but it's so funny. It's just one of those movies that you will laugh like non-stop throughout basically the entire movie. I'm already planning on seeing it again in theaters because it was that good. So if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. It is totally worth it. But yeah, that was all all of my favorites for the month of July. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I hit 3,000 subscribers this month and it was just so exciting. I always want you guys to know just how incredibly grateful I am when you guys subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me, and no matter where my YouTube channel takes me, I always want you guys to know how thankful and grateful I am for you guys. So thank you guys so much. Comment down below and share a couple of your favorites this month with me, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.